Cheap in price doesn't always mean a cheap or crappy fragrance. In our fragrance community, we pride ourselves to finding jewels that are under $20. However, in this case, yikes. It's a hard sell. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to another Robes 08 fragrance review. Today I'm putting my nose on a cheapie. It's on the House of Cuba, and its representation of this bestseller in the game, Chrome Barzaro. And we all know I'm not a fan of this stuff. Well, let's see if Cuba can bring up Cuba Blue, the representation of Chrome. Let's see how it does. Cuba Blue comes in this 1.17 ounce bottle, which usually comes in this 4-pack here, or a bigger bottle of 3.4 ounce bottle. Concentration, this is an eau de toilette, and pricing online, you're looking at approximately $2 right up to $10 to purchase this fragrance. Now let's dissect Cuba Blue. This is going to be a very simple, straightforward review, to be quite honest. Let's take a look at the note breakdown. In the opening, we got woods. In the mid, we got spices. In the base, we got musk and vanilla. And quite honestly, this is a very fresh fragrance. I don't get neither of the woods or the spices, to be quite honest. The major notes to this nose right here is actually musk and lavender. It has a lot of florals and a musky feel to the fragrance. It's very straightforward, to be quite honest. There's a little bit of vanilla, I would say, but other than that, spices of woods, nada. I don't get any. Group, this is fresh. How many sprays and where? I go my typical one spray on the chest. Now I'm going to do my one spray on the neck and one on each arm. And that's it. I'm set. Oh, you know, the funny thing about really cheap fragrances is it doesn't matter how many times you spray, you can taste it. It's in the air. It's a very strong fragrance, and that's why I don't really do too many sprays. I go 4. I'll do another spray here on a piece of paper just to remind me of the introduction. But Cuba Blue, as you know, is supposed to be a representation or a clone of Azzaro Chrome. So as far as pricing goes, you know, a bottle of this stuff's $10. Azzaro Chrome you can find at a discounter for 20. I'll be quite honest. I'll start off the review as honest as I can. I hate Chrome. I absolutely hate it. I have a fragrance review back in the day, back in 2009, that I won when I first started. I said I hated this fragrance. I still do. I don't wear it. I hate it. I just don't. I don't like it. This thing makes Chrome look sexy as hell. That's a hard thing to do, but it does for me. The funny thing is it's supposed to represent Azzaro Chrome, but smelling this, you know what this reminds me of? CK1, another top seller from back in the 90s, right? This fragrance right here kind of pulls a lot of this fragrance more into, I would say, hour 1 right down to the rest, but the first hour or so, this reminds me of CK1. So when I first apply this fragrance, it gives you that recoil. Holy crap, it's bad. And it is bad. This is a terrible fragrance. For the price, you're getting what you're paying for. It is a worse CK1 and it is a worse Azzaro Chrome. It makes these two guys look like rock stars, and these two at discounters, you're going to get it for maybe double the price of this. Maybe you might even be able to get it for the same price depending what kind of bottle size that you get. So if you like this and you've never smelt these for some reason, or you like these and you felt, oh, I'll go with the cheaper alternative. No. Spend the extra $5. Get yourself some Chrome or some CK1. Because damn, this stuff is bad. Okay, so it does smell like Chrome a little bit, more like CK1 in the introduction. It pulls really from this, giving you that whole aquatic, fresh feel to the fragrance. It has that little bit of metallic feel more into the dry down that pulls a little bit from Chrome. Cheap lavender start, floral with aquatic feel to the fragrance. You know, it's got that fresh. It smells like a detergent. That's what it smells like. And when a fragrance smells like a detergent, I don't want to wear it on my skin. I want my sweater to smell like that, but I don't want me to smell like that. So no go as far as the introduction. Let's get into more of the dry down of Cuba Blue. Now getting into the dry down of this fragrance, it's more of the same. This fragrance, linear as hell. There's not much to it. As a fragrance reviewer, there's not much to dissect here. It really just smells like laundry detergent. So it really doesn't smell like the notes it's supposed to say, right? It's supposed to say spices, woods. I don't get any of that. It's just the lavender, soapy, metallic feel, a little bit of a watery aspect to the fragrance. But in the dry down, it goes more metallic. It goes more Azzaro chrome feel. And then it goes more to the fragrance it's supposed to be like. Lavender and musk take over this scent with that synthetic. It has a synthetic vanilla, but it's not a vanilla that I enjoyed. It has a little bit of sweetness, but not that much. I mean, it really is overpowered by that synthetic, overly synthetic lavender. That it isn't pleasant, and some musk really take it over the reins. So there's not much really for me to dissect here. I'm very simple, straightforward fragrance. As far as recommended age, anybody can wear this. Azzaro Chrome, same thing. Fragrances, what does it remind me of? I've already taken out 2 in my personal collection here, CK1 and Chrome, some cheapies. Some reviewers online on Fragrantica and Base Notes, I don't know if they're pulling people's legs, but they're comparing this to Bleu de Chanel. I don't know if it's because they both have blue in the name, but that's really knocking Bleu de Chanel. Best time to wear this fragrance. This is more of a daily wear scent, work type scent, season, spring and summer. Development, very much a linear fragrance. Work appropriate, it could be. A signature scent worthy, it could be, but just don't. Please don't. You know, if you enjoy this, and if you do really do, and you know, I'm not trying to knock anybody that loves this scent, but definitely give this one a try. An extra $5 will go a long way as far as quality goes. So let's get into my rating system for Cuba Blue. Projection, 5 bottles out of 10. This fragrance does project fairly average. Fairly moderate. I didn't see any problems with it as far as the projection goes, especially when you first apply this fragrance. This thing booms. Longevity, 2 bottles out of 10. That's where it has a quick death, and that's why you're paying the price that you're paying. It's going to last you, give or take, 2 to 3 hours on your skin. It doesn't, like, I've went heavy on the sprayer and I've went as low as what I told you guys. And no factor there, 2 to 3 hours. Compliment factor, 2 bottles out of 10. These type of fragrances just don't work for me. Compliment factor was non-existent. Uniqueness, 2 bottles out of 10. It steals from 2 of the best sellers in the 90s, so that tells you. Pricing versus what you get. Well, with certain cheapies, it's a hell of a deal. But in this case, this is a 1 bottle out of 10. If you can get the fragrance that it's cloning for an extra $5, go with the real deal. Obviously go to a discounter for Chrome. Don't go to, you know, don't pay $80 for a bottle of Chrome. Go find the real deal, and you can get it for really cheap. Versatility, 4 bottles out of 10. It has some versatile qualities. Again, it doesn't really last too long, so really you're not expecting to wear this for the long term. That goes to smell. Absolutely atrocious. 1. I apologize, but this is not good. I really think, as far as the Cuba, there is some redeeming qualities from the Cuba brand, and I will review them appropriately. I've already reviewed 1. Now I got 2 under, and I got 2 more to review. But there is some that are actually worth the $5 to $10 that you'll be paying for these fragrances, and that goes to an overall rating. Cuba Blue. Man, I was really saying, hey, did I ever give 0 to a fragrance? I'm going to give it a 1. It is deserving of the 1. And that goes to buy, try, or pass. Definite pass. Cuba Blue is a pass for me. Overall, this is for the Chrome lovers in you. If you want something under $10, sure. It smells like it. However, it does not last. It's an everyday scent from the 90s. It's synthetic to a fault, in my personal opinion. It has that fresh floral scent to the fragrance. However, to me, I'm comparing this to almost a laundry detergent. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but these 2 right here are the closest things to this thing. and you're much better with either one of these if you like this type of scent. So I thank you for watching my review on Cuba Blue, and if you wish to see the presentation in depth, stick around. I'm going to zoom in on the bottle and show you guys all the intricate details on this fragrance. And that goes, please remember, a greater pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your weapon wisely. Thanks for watching. So looking at the presentation, this guy right here, of course, came into my little 4-pack here. I will review every single one of these. I already reviewed the red. I'm going with the these two next. So definitely, I think I got this for 10 bucks. And as you can see for the packaging, it's supposed to look like a cigar box and 4 cigars inside of it. So here, this is what it looks like. There is some intricate details to this bottle. I don't know if you guys see this, but it says Cuba Original by Parfum des Champs. We got George Washington on the picture here, and it really does look like a cigar. You move this cap, cheap plastic that you can see through it. Atomizer is actually pretty decent on this sucker, as you can see here. Pretty good atomizer on this one, and some detail on the cap, which says Cuba.